Hey y'all, I'm Kitty and I'm coming here today to show you my makeup collection and talk about what is cruelty free and what is not cruelty free and where things lie in the middle. So let's just get right on into it and start as I would applying my face. I generally start with my eyeshadow first, so we're going to start there. And just so you know, I will have all of this information in the description. I have 3 eyeshadow primers and I am a big believer that eyeshadow primer helps your eyeshadow stay longer. You need a good one that works with your skin. I recommend a good cheap one. This is by Milani. This is fully cruelty free. I love it. I use it almost every day. I have the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This might look familiar to some of you. You can get it in a lot of Urban Decay holiday kits. Urban Decay is cruelty-free, however their parent company is not. And then I have the NYX Glitter Primer because this girl loves her glitter, and NYX is cruelty-free, but their parent company is not. So I'm going to be talking about a few different standards for judging whether things are cruelty-free in this video, whether a brand claims to be cruelty-free, whether Logical Harmony claims that they're cruelty-free, and then if I have any other conflicting information, then I will update you with that as well. If I don't mention any of those, then I want you to assume that Logical Harmony agreed that they're cruelty-free because that is my top tier standard. If I just say, yes, this is cruelty-free, it is Logical Harmony approved. The next category we're going to go into is eyeshadow, and I have quite a bit of this, so we're going to try and go quickly. Again, everything is going to be in the description with all of the details that I'm giving you in this video. The first thing I want to talk about are my 2 e.l.f. Mad for Matte eyeshadow palettes. This is the original, and then this is the Summer Breeze. I think these are phenomenal quality. I use this one all of the time. It is $10. You can get it at Target, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, and it's phenomenal quality for just $10. And e.l.f. is 100% cruelty free. The next product I'm going to talk about is Wet n Wild. I have this Comfort Zone palette that I love. Wet n Wild is entirely cruelty free. I also have, this is an Urban Decay palette that I pulled everything out of. So what is in here is not Urban Decay. This is just the packaging of an old palette. So these round ones are Milani that I will show you the singles of in just a little bit. All of the rectangular pans are also Wet n Wild pans that I depotted because I don't use them if they're in trios or quads. I just tend to not reach for them, so I reach for them more if they're all in one palette. Then I have a whole bunch more Milani single shadows. These are hit or miss quality. I don't tend to reach for my singles. Milani is cruelty free, but I've been depotting them so that I will use them more. Next, why don't we just get over with some of the things that I have that are not cruelty-free. I picked all of these L'Oreal single shadows up when I was not cruelty-free. They're pretty good. I'm trying to get the use out of them because I think that there's no point in getting rid of the stuff. I've already purchased it. The damage has already been done. Throwing them out is just wasteful. And then I have these glitters that I bought from Five Below that I can't find information on them, so I'm assuming they're not cruelty-free. There's no point in me getting rid of them. I've already purchased them. Next, why don't we just finish off with the rest of my single shadows. I have 4 Urban Decay single shadows. Urban Decay is cruelty-free, but their parent company is not. And I have Jessie's Girl, which I believe they claim to be cruelty-free, but I can't find a lot of information, which leads me to believe that they are not cruelty-free. I find that if you can't find any information, you might as well just assume that they're not cruelty-free, because when they are fully cruelty-free, they tend to want to share that information. And if they're not sharing that information, they could be cruelty-free, but they also could be doing some shady business. To finish off my eyeshadows, I have a Violet Voss Rainbow palette, which I love. I bought this even though I know that Violet Voss, while they claim to be cruelty-free, they won't answer anyone, and so we really don't know whether or not they are fully cruelty-free. but I love this palette. I use it so much. If I could only have one eyeshadow palette, it would be this. I don't care that there are no neutral shades. I love this palette. And so this just goes to show that I don't only buy things that are 100% cruelty free. I'm not perfect. I don't think that you need to be either. Progress is progress. Then we have Colourpop. This is my Colourpop My Little Pony palette. Again, I believe I've showed this to you before. I love this. This is not exactly what it looks like online. I actually popped these shadows out and rearranged them in a way that made more sense to me. And then I have my Z palette. Now that's just a brand name of a magnetic palette where you can buy single eyeshadows and put them together in a palette that you want. Now these 6 right here, these 6 are Colourpop, and like I just said, Colourpop is 100% cruelty free. These 4, these 3, and then these 4 are Coastal scents. Coastal Scents claims to be cruelty-free, but once again, they won't really answer anybody when they ask more questions, so we're not really sure. This one right here and this orange shade right here are actually from my sister. She made them for me. I love it. They're so good. And then this round pan here and all of these square pans are Urban Decay, which again is cruelty-free, but their parent company is not. All of these square pans on the top came from this palette when I took that apart. So those are all my eyeshadow. Next we're going to talk mascara. I have 2 of these. I have one by Maybelline. Now Maybelline is not cruelty-free. Many of the big makeup brands that you see at Target and Walmart are not cruelty-free. That includes Maybelline, L'Oreal, CoverGirl, Rimmel. A lot of the big names that you've all heard of are not cruelty-free. Again, I don't promote getting rid of products that you already own that are not cruelty-free because you already bought them. The other mascara I have is by Essence. Essence claims to be cruelty-free. They're on the gray area list on Logical Harmony, which basically means that they claim to be cruelty-free, but for whatever reason, Logical Harmony cannot get a clear answer as to whether or not they are cruelty-free. Usually that means she reached out to them and they gave an answer that wasn't super clear, that didn't specifically answer all the questions, but they do claim to be cruelty-free. Before we finish up with eyes, we have one more category. I did do mascara before this, although if I do use eyeliner, I tend to use it before mascara. I have an e.l.f. liner. It is a cream eyeliner, and this is cruelty-free. Again, e.l.f. is fully cruelty-free. I have a Physicians Formula Kajal eyeliner. Physicians Formula is fully cruelty-free. I have a Milani eyeliner. This is so creamy. If you blink while you're putting it on, it'll go up your eye. So it's super easy to apply. It's not rough, but you do have to be very still. I have a Sephora brand eyeliner. I love this color, but the Sephora store brand is not cruelty-free. And then I have a whole bunch of Julep eyeliners. Julep was known for their nail polishes, but I've managed to collect a whole bunch of their eyeliners. Julep claims to be cruelty-free. They're in a gray area according to Logical Harmony. Up next is primer, and I have 2 of those. I have this primer by Hard Candy. Now, Hard Candy claims to be cruelty-free. Logical Harmony puts it in the same gray area that we've already talked about, but Cruelty Free Kitty says that they are cruelty-free. Logical Harmony, again, has a lot more of a rigorous standard. They don't take the company's word for it nearly as much. They really need to get the specific answers answered to them directly, whereas Cruelty Free Kitty, while she does do a lot of questioning, tends to be a little bit more lenient, so you can take that information as you will and make the decision for yourself. Now, Makeup Revolution claims to be cruelty-free as well. I can't seem to find them on Cruelty Free Kitty or Logical Harmony's website. I have been having a little bit of trouble with their websites, not loading properly, so I could have just missed it. Ethical Elephant, which is another fairly reliable source for whether or not a product is cruelty-free, does say that they are cruelty-free. Again, with those discrepancies, that's a decision that you have to make for yourself. Next, I have one liquid foundation. This is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. IT Cosmetics claims to be cruelty-free, but they are in the same gray area with Logical Harmony as a lot of these brands are. Next, we have powders, or powders that can be used as foundation. I have two of them. I have this one by Physicians Formula, which I use as a very light, very light coverage foundation. It really just does a slight evening out of the skin tone, but I also use it to powder after I use real foundation. I don't use foundation that much. I happen to have pretty good skin, although I have some things happening right now. Physicians Formula is fully cruelty-free by Logical Harmony standards. And then I have this powder by Wet n Wild, which I've only used once and I didn't like it, but I want to try it again. And Wet n Wild is cruelty-free. And I'm going to say it again, all of this information will be listed in the description. I'm going to do it in the same order that I list these products, and I'm going to label the categories. So if you see a product that you're interested in or a brand that I mention, just go down to the description and you will find that information written down for your reading pleasure. Next, we're moving on to blushes. And blush is one of my favorite products next to eyeshadow. And my favorite blush of all time, this is the City Color Be Matte Blush in Blackberry. I also have the City Color Be Matte Blush in Fresh Melon. These claim to be cruelty-free. However, Logical Harmony has reached out to them and has not heard any response. So they are still on the pending list on Logical Harmony, which basically means, again, Logical Harmony has reached out and has yet to hear anything. I also have a Colourpop blush in the shade Between the Sheets. This is a cream to powder, although I think it's just a cream. I love this, and Colourpop is cruelty-free. I have two Too Faced blushes. Too Faced is cruelty-free, but their parent company is not. And I have one Tarte blush that I received as a birthday gift from Sephora. Tarte is cruelty-free, but their parent company is not. And then I have this e.l.f. quad, just two blushes in here. And e.l.f. is cruelty-free. Next, we're moving on to highlighters. You got that glow on the cheek. I am obsessed with the look of highlighters, but I personally feel that they mostly, not all, look pretty similar on the face. So as much as I wish I had a lot more, I don't. I'm going to start off by mentioning this e.l.f. palette again. Once again, e.l.f. is cruelty-free. This is not a palette you can actually buy. These pans will pop out, and if you have multiple of these palettes, you can rearrange them. So I picked the two blush shades from the blush palette that I liked and the two highlight shades from the highlight palette that I liked. Next, we're going to go on to something high-end. These were both impulse purchases. My two Anastasia Beverly Hills glow kits. I have the Moonchild, which is this one. And clearly these are not super common colors to put on your face. They are cool toned. They are blue. I love them. And then we have the Aurora. And again, these colors are not your normal highlighter shades, but I love these two palettes. Anastasia Beverly Hills is completely cruelty-free. We're going to mention Milani again. This is the highlighter that I'm wearing today. I love it. It does not emphasize my pores too much. Milani is 100% cruelty-free. So is Physicians Formula, which I love this product, but I can only use these top 2 to 3 colors because this is too dark for my skin tone. I also have another e.l.f. highlight that I don't use very frequently, Becca highlighter. Becca is cruelty-free, but their parent company is not. A NYX duochrome highlighter. This is also blue toned. I don't think the camera is picking it up very well, but it is definitely white blue. NYX is cruelty-free, but their parent company is not. And then I have an AOA Studios blush. AOA Studios is something that you can buy from the website Shop Miss A. AOA Studios is their brand. They claim that they're cruelty-free, but I can't find that information backed up anywhere. And I almost forgot to mention my two Wet n Wild gigantic highlighters. These are also fully cruelty-free. Two products left before we move on to lips, which will be a huge category. I have one contour product. This is by Perfectly Posh. Perfectly Posh, again, is a multi-level marketing style company. I was a consultant for it. I believe I still am if you have any interests. However, I'm not actively trying to sell anything. Perfectly Posh claims to be cruelty-free. Logical Harmony has reached out multiple times and has not heard anything back. The final category is setting spray. Now, I also use setting spray on my eyeshadows to make them more vibrant and colorful with the metallic eyeshadows. I have 4 setting sprays. The first one is my Colourpop Aquamarine setting spray. Let's see if I can get the color to adjust so you can see that. I don't use this much. I think it works really well. It is blue toned, as I think you can tell. I don't think that comes across on the face. I have this one by Makeup Revolution. We've covered the fact that Makeup Revolution claims to be cruelty-free. Ethical Elephant, which is another cruelty-free resource, agrees that they are cruelty-free. However, I can't find them on Logical Harmony. Hard Candy, who claims to be cruelty-free, they are in the gray area on Logical Harmony, but they are confirmed cruelty-free by Cruelty Free Kitty. And Nyx, who is cruelty-free, but their parent company is not. Now, I have a lot of lip products, so we're going to go through these very fast. Again, everything will be in the description below if you want to go back and check it out. So the first thing I have are a whole bunch of Colourpop products. I have an ultra blotted lip. I have a regular blotted lip. I have a crystal lip balm. I have a lip liner. And then I have a whole bunch of their lippy sticks in these colors. I love these. I think they're really good. I love the matte formula. The Matte X formula is a little bit uncomfortable and drying, but I love all of my Colourpop lippies. I have one lipstick from Flower Beauty. Flower Beauty is cruelty-free. I have some Wet n Wild products. This is a red lipstick you can no longer get, as well as 3 of their gel lip liners, which I think are really great. They're really comfortable and they're really affordable. I have 2 e.l.f. matte lip colors. I think these are really great. I love that they're thin. They're very easy to put on. They don't move, so it's great for brighter or darker colors. I have the Physicians Formula The Healthy Lip, which is actually what I'm wearing today. This is in the shade Dose of Rose. I think it's a great neutral color that is very flattering, at least on my skin tone. I have a lipstick from Kat Von D. This is a long wear liquid lipstick. It's very drying. It is completely cruelty-free. I have more than 2, although I don't know where the rest of them are, Bite lipsticks. Bite Beauty is entirely cruelty-free. Next, we're going to move into the products with parent companies. I have an Urban Decay lipstick. I have 3 NYX lip products. 2 of them are exactly the same because one of these is almost empty. NYX is cruelty-free, but their parent company is not. I have a Burt's Bees lipstick. Burt's Bees is cruelty-free, although their parent company is not. I also have a Makeup Revolution lipstick. And again, with the gray area, I can't find a lot of information on Makeup Revolution, which is odd because it's not a small company. But again, Ethical Elephant says that they're cruelty-free, and they do claim to be cruelty-free. Ethical Elephant will also be linked down below. Next, I have a lipstick from AOA Studios. This is really great, really comfortable. Again, they claim to be cruelty-free, but I can't find any extra information on it. And then we have my lipsticks that are not cruelty-free that I all picked up, that I picked up all of them, or I managed to get all of them before I went cruelty-free. I have 2 lip liners from Rimmel. I have a lipstick from Almay. Again, Rimmel and Almay are not cruelty-free. I have a lipstick from Femme Couture. I cannot find information on Femme Couture. I have 2 Revlon chubby lipsticks. I love this formula. I love the matte ones. I love the sheer shiny ones. So disappointed that they're not cruelty-free because these are some of my favorite lipstick formulas. I plan to have timestamps in the description with all of the other information. I'm going to list everything that I talk about in order that I talked about it and what its status is, whether it was clear, whether it was unclear. There's going to be a lot of information in the description, but it should follow the exact same order that the video is in, so it should not be too difficult to find what you're looking for. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Please like this video and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. That would make the YouTube algorithms think that I'm maybe someone that could get some views. Then that would be great. I don't have a catchy sign off, but I will see you guys later. Bye!